Hi guys, welcome back to Chris Comics and my little recap of the last few chapters of One Piece, 1057 and 1058. And yeah, like I thought, Buggy is definitely not the ringleader of the Cross Guild. It was clearly Mihawk and Crocodile behind the scenes the whole time. And that's very cool. And I mean, I think a lot of people would suspect that that is already going to be the case. And it's good that they've revealed new bounties for them. Mihawk's one is much bigger than some of the current emperors, which is shocking to a lot of people apparently. But like to me, who is like been following this series for a long time, and he's been clashing swords with Shanks forever. It makes sense for his bounty to be so high, and also for them to like reveal that he was like a marine hunter at some point was very cool as well. Uh, there's a nice dichotomy there with him and Zoro, pirate hunter and the marine hunter. Very cool. But yeah, there's also debate still about like if Shanks and him would fight. Like obviously Mihawk is stronger, or Mihawk in terms of swordsmanship is stronger. Um, but Shanks, his haki alone is much more powerful. It's just by showing how you just scare away Green Bull easily. So just by not even approaching it, just like pushing his hockey into a certain Green Bull can feel it. So yeah, that was very cool. So I'm happy that they actually dressing the little joke with the Buggy leading the Cross Guild. It was clearly just them. Even Mihawk, he mentions like he doesn't mind that Buggy is being seen as this thing. It's actually very advantageous to them. So meaning that they will get less heat on them. All the heat will go into Buggy. It's literally Oda saying like, yes, I know Buggy's like my joke character, but it's funny how everyone takes advantage of his like misfortune and luck at the same time in brackets. It's very cool. The only person who's like miffed about it really is Crocodile because he came up with the idea, I'm sure, and he was like, "What the hell? Why am I, why am I seen as like a henchman and you're like the big shot here?" And it's just because Buggy's face is like plastered right in the middle of the picture. It's not because it's like him actually being um, all that powerful or anything. New York is like, no, it suits me. They'll chase me around less, so that's pretty cool. And like the only person angry is Crocodile, and I thought that was fitting. Meanwhile, the bounties for Luffy and them were announced finally. That was very cool. Now this all takes place after the Wano arc finally ends. So a bit of controversy with the translation, with the very end, with them like talking about like Orochi, always burns stuff like that. I think they were mainly referring to Orochi as a singular person, and not his clan. It was basically like saying he's done now, he's over with, we can move on. Not to say that his clan would like never really be allowed to be, would always burn and stuff like that. It was like a pun. I believe the Japanese authors and game designers, everyone, they love to use their puns. It's always been a thing with Japan. So it just doesn't always translate well. But that ended them. Basically, Yamato didn't join the crew, which makes sense. If you think about her desires to be like a traveler, yeah, she could still join on travels with Luffy and them at one stage, but I don't think that's the case. I think she's good, like, if you look at what happened with Odin, he did travel the entirety of Wano. She hasn't been allowed to leave that island at all, so it would just make sense for her to travel the island and meet the people of Wano and actually live with them for a bit before setting out to see the rest of the world. She hasn't even seen the entirety of Wano, so why the hell would she leave right now? And also, like, she's taken Odin's name, meaning it's like a symbolic thing, but also I think she is gonna discard her name, Yamato, it did make sense for her to take the name Odin as well. Just in terms of like, distancing herself from Kaido, because she's always had the same name. She might as well, even if she wants to transition into a male role, because she's never really had, they've never really had any reason to be a single agenda at all. So they don't even know who they are at this point. So they can always do whatever they want and become Odin as well. And then lastly, the bounties were revealed for the crew. That's very cool. Luffy obviously 3 billion. Zoro 1.101 billion. Jinbei 1.1 billion. Sanji 1 billion and 333 billion. So he's like 67 or 69 million Billy underneath Zoro, which is hilarious. So he's fourth now instead of third or second, which he wants to be. And then so on and so on. Oh yeah, and then Nico Robin, 930 billion. Very respectable. Hers is very nice. It's actually fitting that hers is that high, given what she knows and how threatening she is to the government at this point. And then we go down the list. I think Frankie was 398. God Usopp is still like 500 billion. I think Brook is 400. Nami is about like 330 or something. And lastly, but not least, is Chopper, which is like 1,000. It's like at least it's like not 100, But I think he's gonna jump up quite rapidly. And again, it always plays off as a joke because he's seen as the pet, and everyone is like so bitter about that. But I think it's very funny and fitting because Robin just gives him cotton candy and he's all happy about it. He forgets about it completely. But overall, I think it's very nice seeing the new bounties, seeing glimpses of stuff that's happening. Some flashbacks with Kuma and Dragon, seeing that he actually was very loyal to the Revolutionary Army and stuff like that. But yeah, this is another setup issue. It's mainly just giving 1058 was another setup issue, just giving a lot of bounty information and confirming that the Cross Guild is not run by Buggy, and he's just like a figurehead, like a facade for the actual heads, Mihawk and Crocodile. But yeah, there's interesting stuff coming up, and I can't wait to see what happens next. But thanks guys for joining me for this little video, and I'll keep doing these every week or every second week just to get some extra content, and join me for more guys. Thanks.